The revolt against the machines has begun. From Gizmodo. Crowd sets Waymo self-driving car on fire. Quote, they couldn't even recognize the vehicle. That's right, my friends. In what is actually just a rather simple story, there were people riding in one of these self-driving taxis. A bunch of people then began attacking the self-driving taxi, apparently for no reason, setting it on fire and completely destroying it. I think it's fair to say people do not like these robocars. People don't like the robots in general, because it's not just this story. We saw this, 6 or 7 months ago. Robot delivery vehicles under attack. And I don't think it's actually an uprising against the machines. I think it's the realization for many of these people that nothing's coming for you. There's no people here. The machines are garbage and there's no consequences. You're not going to go to jail. You're not going to get arrested. They're letting people go for beating cops in New York City. So the funny thing is, the nightmare dystopia pushed by many of those industrialists in San Francisco now get to reap the benefits. People are going to say, with no accountability, your machines will be destroyed. Well, so be it. It's your politics, right? Here's the story. A crowd in San Francisco vandalized a Waymo self-driving car, carrying no passengers on Saturday night. Okay, so I think people, I thought it said people were in it, but I guess not. Breaking its windshield and setting it ablaze. Once firefighters got the situation under control, only a burned husk of the Waymo remained. According to Waymo, the self-driving car was navigating through Chinatown at about 9 p.m. when it was suddenly surrounded by a crowd. Members of the crowd defaced the vehicle and threw a firecracker inside it, which set it on fire. The SFPD said on Sunday that no injuries had been reported and that the cause of the fire was currently under investigation. Quote, we are working closely with local safety officials to respond to the situation, a Waymo spokesperson told Gizmodo in an email on Sunday. The incident occurred just days after a Waymo self-driving car hit a bicyclist in San Francisco. And last October, a GM autonomous cruise vehicle dragged a pedestrian on the road for 20 feet, 6 meters. The incident led California to suspend the operation of cruise robo-taxis in the state over safety concerns. Michael Vandy, a former Amazon software engineer, was in Chinatown on Saturday, the day of the Lunar New Year, to watch the fireworks and saw the incident with the Waymo firsthand. He also recorded it and posted it to X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. Take a look at this. Vandy told Gizmodo in a direct message that the Waymo vehicle was at a stop during a small traffic holdup when someone in a white hoodie jumped on the hood of the car and literally WWE style KO'd the windshield and broke it. Look at that. That's nuts, man. They destroyed this thing. The crowd was shocked, Vandy said, and people started paying attention to what was happening and gathering around the car. At that moment, someone else jumped on the hood and a group of people started clapping and encouraging the behavior. Yo, people are cheering. They must really hate these things in SF. That was when it went wild. There were people with skateboards breaking the glass and others graffitiing the car. There were two groups of people, folks who encouraged it and others who were just shocked and started filming. The software engineer explained no one made a move to stop them. I mean, there wasn't anything you could do to stand up to dozens of people. You know what this phenomenon is? I've explained this before, and it's coming for you. It is. Be warned. One guy decides to take an action. Well, I'm assuming it was like an elbow slam of some sort, like he jumped and then shoulder, elbow, shattered the windshield. Maybe, I don't know. He does this. If nobody goes near the car, that's the end of it. It's just one guy hitting a car. But what happens? A group gathers around, and now with this large mob, someone else adds one more grain of sand to that heap, hitting the car. Someone else sees other people are joining in, they hit the car. One by one, the escalation happens until it is completely destroyed. And I've explained this in the context of how you see rioters break into buildings. In my experience covering riots, I have not, for the most part, seen someone run up to a building, smash out the windows, reach in, unlock the door, climb inside, and start going nuts. What I have seen is a large group of people will be surrounding a building. Someone will throw something at the building. Glass, a bottle will shatter. Someone else will throw a rock, breaking a window. Someone else will run up and start peeking inside. Once everyone sees someone else, they assume, quote unquote, it's on. And so it's an avalanche. The snowflake doesn't blame itself. No individual person destroyed this car. It was everybody seeing each other one up until the point where this car was ignited. Now, I say the reason why I say it's coming for you is because this is what will happen. You'll have rioters outside your house. Someone will throw an egg at the house or a rock or who knows, break a window. Someone else will then run up and hit your screen door, shattering glass with a skateboard. Someone else, seeing these people running up to the house, one by one, they each run up and do one little thing, thinking, I'm not doing anything crazy. Someone will run up, open the door, and bash the front door. Someone will run up and kick it and then run away. Now the door is open. Someone will then go up and be like, whoa, whoa, and they'll look inside. The person behind him sees him leaning in and assumes he's going in, and they'll start leaning in too, and then one by one, avalanche. Now you've got a mob of people breaking into your house, smashing your stuff, and that's what happens. That's what happens at Target. That's what happens at these grocery stores when they get riots in them. That's what happened here with this car. Mob mentality, mob avalanche. The software engineer said he wasn't sure what happened next. He assumes that this is when the fireworks were lit inside the car, but he saw smoke for a few seconds and then full-on flames. He left when he heard the sirens from the fire department getting closer. Here's what I love. We have this post from r/singularity. Robot delivery services have a few hundred hurdles they need to overcome. Still, I don't see how this is profitable for the delivery company in our current urban environment. This is a video. I'll just play it for you. A compilation, which we played months ago, of people destroying delivery robots. Look, there are consequences. A food delivery robot's footage led to a criminal conviction in LA. Serve Robotics handed footage over to the LAPD after two people attempted to steal one of its bots. I got to tell you what I see happening, and it's very obvious. They're going to put on a bandana. They're going to run up. They're going to spray paint the sensors. They're going to take whatever they want, and they're going to leave. They're going to flip the thing over, and that's it. Dude, there's free stuff. Like, that's the mentality they're going to have. If you got a human being carrying a bag of groceries, you want to rob that human? You have to fight a human. How do you deal with it? Vandalizing a robot's not murder. It may be robbery. You may get in trouble for it, for sure. But how are you going to fight back? The robot's going to do nothing. So you're sitting with your app open, watching a little delivery robot come to deliver your food, and someone's going to go kick it over, take your stuff, and be like, do something about it. I'll tell you this, too. It's getting wild out there, my friends. So we ordered sandwiches yesterday for the Super Bowl party we were having. Thought it'd be great if we got pizza wings and we got subs. That's right. A little bit of everything for everybody. And, it was really hard to order. It was like, verify your email. Now verify your phone number. Now solve a CAPTCHA. And I'm like, this is crazy. It made me do two different tests, like a text to my email and a text to my phone, or a code to my email and a code to my phone. And I'm like, man, but I know exactly why this is happening. There's this scam people are pulling off where they'll go onto one of these apps. They'll order a big meal from a fast food restaurant. But here's the kicker. They personally. So, okay, guy A orders a meal, goes to Wendy's and says, I got to pick up an order for guy A. And they're like, oh, it's right here. And he grabs the food and he leaves. Food's already paid for through the app. Don't worry about it. When the delivery person shows up, they say, I'm looking for delivery for guy A. And they go, someone already picked that food up. And they go, okay. Walk outside. No food. Cancel order. I watched this Instagram video on a guy who does delivery for one of these apps explaining the people will order the food for themselves, pick it up themselves. And when the delivery guy comes to find it's not there, cancels the order. And then the person who ordered the food says, never got my food. Now, how about that? It's a trick. And then I guess, I don't know who ends up paying for it. I guess the delivery company, the delivery apps. So now the security is insane. But more to the point, with these self-driving cars, I wonder if this is just like, nobody asked to live in this way. But more importantly, it's not really a revolt against the machines. It's that these people fear no accountability. It's like throwing a rock. I just mean like in general, like kicking a rock. This is a car. Sure, it belongs to somebody, but there's nobody in it. So what are they going to do about it? Now, granted, apparently a lot of these people who attacked the car, their faces are visible. Considering the current state of law enforcement, I really don't think it likely that anything will happen. Maybe, though, they attacked a big tech corporation in San Fran. Maybe that's the one thing that'll actually get people riled up and angry. We'll see. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up tonight at 8 p.m. over at youtube.com/TimcastIRL. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all then.